It's local show. It's local show. A little bit different. We got Lily.
Yeah, I killed Sammy, actually.
Yeah, with her bare hands. It was awesome.
Okay, he's actually behind the camera.
True, honestly.
He's been
But
demoted.
we can't prove that in any way, but you know. With us, the wonderful Window Shop. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello.
Hi, we're Window Shop.
We're Window Shop.
Yes. My name is Nora.
My name's Aiden.
Oh, I'd be Kevin.
My name's Dallas.
I'm Batutor.
Nice to meet y'all.
We're about to be back at school, and how are we feeling about it?
Feeling pretty good. This is my last semester here at Texas State. I got 12 hours, so not that many. Yeah, pretty excited about it. I like when there's people in town, so it's going to be fun when all the students come back.
I just finished, so I won't know what it feels like. Don't go to school.
I'm at halftime and lost all my financial aid.
Womp, womp, womp.
Well, yeah, it seems like we're all mostly pretty close to being finished now. So, we're coming up on the light.
Yeah. How does it feel to be so close and after all that schooling, all those years?
I mean, at this point, yeah, I guess it's positive. I'm ready to be finished, I think, as we all are.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. For the next step, whatever that may be.
So, as you're coming up on the end of school, could you say like your majors and like what you're involved in?
Yeah.
Texas State.
So all of us are involved in the music program, just, by and large. I personally am a jazz performance major, as most of us are. I'm about to wrap that up.
Yeah, I'm also a jazz performance. I do drums.
As am I on piano.
I'm jazz performance on guitar.
I think I'm the only one who's not jazz performance. I came here for SRT program.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out audio.
How did you enjoy that?
It was cool. I'm grateful for like where it put me, I guess, and not necessarily like what I went through.
Fair.
But good experience overall. So, whatever.
So y'all, I assume y'all met just as you were in your classes and kind of about town.
Yeah, so Nora and Batutor and I actually all were in the same orientation class 4.5 years ago at this point.
June 25th
Yeah,
to
or just
26th.
maybe just 4 years. Yeah, it will be 4.5 years. But 4 years ago. Yeah, that's how we met. And then Kevin and I went to high school together. So we're...
What, 8 years ago or something when we met?
This is my third brother over here. And then Dallas and I met at first at the pizza place, I believe, down the street.
Yes.
Nope,
No.
Pie Society.
Pie
Not
Society?
to shout out them or anything.
Not-
but,
not sponsored
I mean,
by-
the balance
yeah.
power is pretty good.
How long?
They're not paying me. So.
How long had y'all kind of been friends and known each other before Window Shop was born?
Well, I think pretty much from the first time we met, we were thinking about starting a band. That was kind of the, I think, genesis of our friendship.
Yep, we were in like the dorm room for orientation, and then Nora was like sitting there playing like one of the dorm pianos, and just had a whole crowd of people around her, just impressed. So that was kind of like put that in my back pocket for later and find this person. But that was kind of where that started, and then Kevin and I had already been playing for, in other bands for years at that point. So.
What has your experience been as members that are also students, like kind of balancing that work schedule life with your academics?
That's a tough question.
In my experience, it doesn't really balance
Yeah.
so much as just kind of seesaws back and forth until eventually the semester's over.
Yep. There's always a corner that has to be cut, at least in like my experience with with all the aspects of everything I'm trying to do. But I think at the end of the day, everything evens out nicely.
It's like there are a lot of peaks and valleys in life, but I've noticed that like almost all the valleys tend to happen around like August to November, kind of,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like
And then
January to like
Yeah,
April.
and again from around like
You know?
February to April.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
we vibe though.
Yeah, we got to.
We got a vibe.
I actually went to a jazz orchestra and I noticed that Nora was the pianist. And I was like, whoa, it's like a celebrity. It's like, I know that person. But it was really good. So do you have just like a semester left?
I have 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so I originally started here as sound recording, just like with Tutor,
Mhm.
but then I switched out when I realized I was just spending all my time playing the piano.
Mhm.
So I was like, why don't I just do that?
Well,
They don't have to take a physics class or.
you were really good. So I highly suggest everyone go to a jazz orchestra
Yeah.
and a window shop.
And
And a
jazz
window shop.
ensemble and jazz
And
lab
that.
band. Yeah.
And
because we're actually
those.
all we've all
Yeah.
been or all
We've
over
all
that
been
jazz
in
program
most
and
of
jazz
those.
combos. Hit that one concert up. That one's fun. It's at Davenport.
What advice would you give to new students coming to Texas State who are interested in checking out the local scene?
Just go places.
Yeah, I mean definitely follow KTSW and
Shout
and
out.
all of your and local show Texas State and all of your. I mean, there's plenty of. What's that? Listen, San Marcos. I mean, there's tons. There's like the other radio station, KZSM.
Mhm.
There's like tons of just. Dave TV. Yeah, that
Dave
guy.
TV
yeah,
is
no,
good.
no,
Wh-
Dave TV
what?
is
Wait,
awesome.
what is that?
Dave TV.
His name's Dave.
Oh, let us put you
His name's
all on to
Dave.
Dave TV.
Please put us on.
Dave TV is a Austin legend who recorded us. This is how we met him. He recorded us at Maddie Fest, I think, back at the beginning of this year. It was a great show. Well, if you want to listen to it, it's on Spotify. It's also well, no, the original is on Spotify. The original, yeah, because that whole concert's on Spotify with us and Maddie and the Dead Names and I don't remember.
I believe Wesmer played that show
Wesmer
as well.
played actually, yeah. Wesmer did play that show.
Like 10 bands, right?
Yeah, there
Whole
was
lot
an
of people.
obscene amount of bands. You should go check them out. But Dave TV basically he had a public access show in Austin, and he kind of just had tons and tons of people on, like Austin legends, like there was Stevie Ray Vaughan, and then the guy with the "Hi, how are you?" What's his name?
Daniel
Daniel
Johnson.
Daniel Johnson. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew it was Johnson. I was like, yeah, but that's two. Yeah.
I hope
Dave
that was
TV.
understandable with all 4 of us.
yeah.
Daniel Johnston.
Daniel Johnston, also another Austin legend. I'm sure you've heard of before. But yeah, that's Dave TV.
What has your experience been like in the San Marcos scene, or even just like the Central Texas scene in general?
I mean, honestly, I think it's been pretty positive overall. I think especially because San Marcos is such a small community, you're running into the same bands a lot, the same people, the same artists fairly frequently, so it gives a lot of opportunity to get to know people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's just there's a lot of like mutual support that goes around. It's like if somebody gets a show one place, you offer it to somebody
Mm-hmm.
that and it's just it all goes back and forth. Like we've gotten so many gigs just through bands we know around this town,
Mm-hmm.
and we've tried to share it back. So.
Yeah. It's just nice because it's a really solid peer network, and
Mhm.
everyone's really supportive and talented, and does their own original thing. So it's
Mhm.
just really easy to meet a lot of cool, individuals.
True. Homies help homies.
Yeah, homies help homies, exactly.
Do you have a favorite, I guess, show experience as a collective, or do you have kind of individual favorite memories?
Rock Block was pretty sweet.
Which one?
2022 Rock Block was pretty sweet.
Oh,
That's my
yeah.
personal favorite. That's my personal.
Yeah, that's
As
this
was
last one.
2021, I will say.
Yeah, no,
I've enjoyed
all
both
the
the Rock
Block
Blocks.
stuff is always fun. Shout out Will and Kenny Normal and all those guys.
There
But-
was
Go on. No.
there was one port show that was really good, but I think it was it Third Thursday. I think it was, but we've had a few port
Yeah,
shows
yeah,
that were
Third
like really
Thursday with
really
Selma
good.
Jerome, yeah.
Yeah.
We played Kissing Alley in September 2021,
Yep.
which that is just like that was awesome. That was like I changed my favorite to that one.
Yeah.
I think.
And that was our
No
first show with
disrespect.
Dallas for sure. So
Yeah,
that
that's right.
was-
That's right. Yeah.
Mhm. That's the best pictures of any show we've had. Still, period.
And also that second rock block we played with 2 saxophone players. And honestly, any show we play with extra instruments or extra people joining us are always highlights. The Fergs, yeah. Joshua Jaime and James Rubino.
Can I ask what rock block is?
You know, I believe it's just a presents company. I'm pretty sure, but it just kind of started with just Will doing shows out of his house. On it was on Hutchinson, so it was just right downtown. It was right behind Zelix, right behind Gumby's. So we would do.
Does it happen like in October, like
Yeah.
near like on Halloween?
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, that's because
I remember the
probably been to it,
saxophones. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, that was
You
that
remember
was-
the
that
power
was
going
us.
out and the show
Yes,
continuing to go
yes.
on?
I don't
I was-
remember that part.
I
but
remember
pretty
that
great.
part. It was pretty
The whole thing.
awesome.
that's crazy.
But Rock Block is just like they promote and book shows now, but it started as like a couple of Halloween.
I think that was the
Bashes.
first San Marcos show I went to, and I had a lot of fun. And it showed me that the San Marcos music scene actually existed.
And it's
So-
just another thing of like the town is small enough that we can, you can shut down a street
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a night. Whereas like in a bigger town like Austin, it would be much harder to get that sort of approval.
Definitely. So, I guess in the future for Window Shop, do you guys have anything coming up?
When I can manage to mix the rest of the album, it'll be out.
Mm-hmm.
We're shooting for like end of September. I think we want to have it out. It's been kind of a long time coming, but it's also been, I think, necessary and fruitful. Just in the we've kind of re-recorded the album like 3 times. I think basically we did it once.
At least twice on everything.
We did it once. 2.5 is probably the better, I guess. But it's like we recorded it once at Fire Station, and then I was engineering it, so by the time everything was set up, I was like, "You guys need to get out of here." But then we recorded it at Yellow Dog. Shout out Colin.
Colin Tucker.
But then after that, we've just been kind of doing we've just been overdub city, going crazy with vocal harmonies and guitar lines and stuff like that. So it's it's been a long time coming, but it's gonna be worth it. And yeah.
It's good it took this long.
It's good that it took this long. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
We've been hanging on to some stuff, so it's going to be really special when this all comes out.
Since it's been such a long time coming, would you say that the way that you, I guess, sound as a band has evolved and that's shown in the album?
It is matured, absolutely.
Yeah, it's been just 2 years of this could be better. Or we could do this better. Or no, I don't really like the take I did a year ago. It's we've all grown as musicians, dare I say, exponentially in the past 3 or 4 years. And it's definitely going to show.
To get a good idea of what we sounded like a long time ago compared to what we sound like now is just, we have all of our live shows up from, not all of them, but we have, I think, an hour and a half of live material from the first.
From 2021.
Yeah, from the first basically era of our band, to where now we feel older.
Yeah, some of the songs on this album that we're working on are 3, maybe even 4 years old now.
Exactly.
And I think that definitely I have demos on my phone that I just recorded in the garage 3 months after we started playing together that sound shockingly different to where we are today. And I think that even though some of those songs were written so long ago, we've changed enough to where they're illustrative of who we are now. They didn't change that much, but we sound better.
Yeah, we sound better, and I will feel better about you hearing it. But
That's so exciting. I remember going to one of y'all's house shows. I want to say it was October last fall, and it was so fun. It was just you walk in and you just feel the energy and everyone responding to the music, and that's something that sticks with me.
Was that the one that went south?
Possibly.
maybe the one before.
The one before.
yeah. There's Our very last house show we did, we got kind of the noise cut by the cops and then went acoustic. I mean, just played on the floor for.
I think I
Wow.
think y'all were elevated.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
we were. That was just standard. Probably the time before.
And I'll say we made do.
Oh
in
yeah,
spite
yeah,
of
it was,
the
it was a good.
shortcomings.
In retrospect, that was fun.
We always make do.
Do you guys plan on having more house shows after the last one?
You know, that is a great question. that-
Hopefully.
yeah, we've been kicking around for a moment.
To be announced.
Yep,
Okay.
to be announced. Yeah, potentially.
Where's y'all's favorite venue to play, just in general, or that you have played?
Madison Square Garden.
Personally, my favorite are always the big festival shows where we're playing like either in a field or on a street in front of people. Like I like the San Marcos Fest has always been fun. You know, whether it's like on the river or in the porch or wherever. Or the Martian Arts Festival also coming up in September. Get your tickets, please. Yeah, that one's always fun, just in a big field. Or Pecan Street is specifically that's.
I'll say I find myself partial to the small ones, the house shows, like the little stages where it really feels like packed. I think it's just like when you have enough people in a small enough space, the energy is really great.
When everybody's sweating together. You know, it
Exactly.
feels good. Like
It's communal.
at Funny Shack or at Wake the Dead. That's how that feels to me.
Earl's basement. I would still I
Earl's
still wore
Basement
my
is
glasses.
exactly the same way.
I still wore my glasses and I would walk in and it would immediately fog up.
I like the dark bar underground ones, I guess.
Mhm.
I liked playing hole in the wall. I like the porch a lot. I mean, I feel like we always love playing the porch and just places like that. I feel, but I feel like it's good that there's overlap here on the venues we like. So there's none we really don't like.
What has been your favorite, I guess, fan or audience attendee experience interaction?
Somebody told me they liked my bass playing once.
That always feels good. When people, when we first started playing, people would come up. There was this one guy, we played at X8 drums, I think, and he was like, "Dude, y'all sound like a mix between the Rolling Stones and the Beatles." And I was like, "Right on, man." Thank you. Yeah, that was Iron.
That's
that was
always-
Iron
it's
Horse.
true.
There was something like that at X8 though.
It's always I love it whenever somebody over the age of 55 approaches us and says "Oh, y'all sound like this band," or "Y'all take me right back." Y'all take me right back to when I saw Steely Dan in '75. I don't know. It's that always I like getting the respect of
From the
those
old
people.
heads,
Yeah,
yeah.
from the old heads.
Do y'all have merch right now?
We have stickers. We are in the process of making T-shirts, and we have physical bootleg CDs that I had mentioned a little bit earlier. But
Yeah.
we've got 3 different CDs, and then stickers and shirts coming soon. 4 CDs, says Dallas. Oh yeah, we do have the Porch featuring Luke Bartels.
All of those are also on Bandcamp.
Yes, they are, and YouTube Music.
Do you have any shows coming up in your future?
Dallas, bust up that calendar real quick.
All
So I
right,
saw you
Google
guys are
Calendar
playing
time.
Osama Jerome.
Yes, very soon.
Like this weekend?
Yes, after this comes out, we'll have been with Soma Jerome and Dirty Dan and the Basketball Boys from Denton, and Wesmer from Austin, San Antonio, here, everywhere. But that show's going to be awesome at the Porch.
So after this, we have on the 18th Swan Dive with Wesmer. 19th Lockhart Arts and Craft with Teal Waves.
Yeah, if you're out there in Lockhart and you want to come see some cool rock music,
And
you want
get
to rock
your-
hard in Lockhart, come check us out.
Get
Hey.
your craft on.
And the 25th Devil's Backbone Tavern with
Oh
Soma
yeah,
Jerome.
that's also with Soma Jerome. Yeah, Devil's Backbone Tavern. That one is cool, and you should come. It's called Devil's Backbone Tavern for a reason.
Where is that? Where is that?
It's near Wimberley,
Okay.
but it's just out on the highway somewhere. But it's
Just out Ranch Road 12.
yeah, it's like a legendary
Just go.
legendary Texas music venue. They've had Jerry Jeff Walker and Todd Snyder and Willie Nelson all played there and from
Do you have any advice to incoming freshmen that want to start a band?
finding a cool looking flyer, and going to the show, and then talking to people there is always the best way. Hang out around the School of Music. That's gonna help you meet some musicians if you're already there. That's gonna help. Look for somebody with long hair and tattoos and a band shirt on.
True. Never fails.
We don't have any tattoos actually at all.
Oh.
But Tudor has the most tattoos.
I got 8.
Yeah, I mean, I think just play out, meet people, to try and get something going. Organize a show when you can, when you move out of the dorms. Like honestly, I think throwing a few house shows when we first started did a lot to kind of catapult us to some place where we could say, okay, we're like part of the scene now. Because you get enough people out, and it's like word spreads.
Yeah, you can always do it yourself. You know, at the end of the day.
Any band homie shout outs that you want to make?
Arbor Day, we love Arbor Day. We love Kenny Normal. We love
Demure.
Shout out
Yes.
Demure.
We love Batutor and the upcoming Batutor live project that will be hitting the stage to a place near you soon. There's more. Wesmer, of course, we're playing with them. Selma Jerome, Dirty Dan.
We could literally keep going.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
You're going so quick. I feel like my mind. I can't keep
Yeah.
up. You know.
Elephant Ears, Dr. Juice Leg.
Dr. Juice Leg.
Yeah.
Frog.
Frog.
Frog
Yeah,
with a
big
We
frog.
love Frog.
The Wild Sweet.
The Wild,
The Wild
Sweet.
Sweet from San Antonio. If you're in the San Antonio area, go check out the Sweets. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Capture Phase.
check out the sweet,
Teal,
sultry sounds.
Teal
yeah.
Waves also is another one who we're
Teal
also
Waves is
playing
cool.
with in Lockhart. It's the other band on that bill.
Conway the Whale.
Oh, and
we
Maddie
did
and the
mention
Dead Names,
Maddie
of
earlier in
course.
passing, but yes, of course, Maddie and the Dead Names. Conway the Whale, yes. Yep.
Capture Phase up in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out.
We got a lot of bands.
Sad Cell.
Sad Cell, yeah, they're cool.
Shout out. Well, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us today. It was such a pleasure to have you guys here for the Back to School broadcast, KTSW 89.9. A local show.
And a local show.
Local show.
Keeping it real locally.
At Window Shop Band, Window Shop Music on Bandcamp. We've got at Window Shop Band. You can pretty much find us everywhere.
And stay tuned for the album, September.
Stay tuned.